mic test real quick just to make sure I am live here. Let's see. Shift F5. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is a video that has been, well, that I did say I was going to put in out here for my last video. Sorry, I'm doing a mic check. But without further ado, I do want to help people out that don't know how to use SHAREfactory if they have PlayStation as well. Now, also, if I know this is a little bit earlier, oh, well, actually, way earlier than what I usually stream. But also, guys, if you do like this content, of course, go ahead and hit that like button. Well, that's what we're about to go through. But go ahead and hit that like button, of course. If you do not, if you learned something from this, go ahead and comment what you learned from it as well. I'll be just going through and showing you how I use it for the most part, and probably try to show off like a couple of different things that I probably don't use myself. Now, first things first, when you're doing this, you usually want to use the video section. You never really use like the photo section unless you're like making thumbnails, which you can do as well. I'll show you where to put that as well. Now, the animated GIFs, I'm pretty sure that's something like later on I could probably do. Like, you just basically out of the videos that you make, you can take like little pieces out of them and make them into like GIFs or anything like that, or like a meme or something like that. You can put that in there. Social, obviously, live from PlayStation, whatnot, and all that stuff. Importing content, that's if you have a laptop and a jump drive or thumbstick, just to be able to actually take items offline and put it on here as well. Like, you can import other little videos, which is what I was talking about, the memes and stuff, if you wanted to do that. Or you can import images, which I have done as well, which I will get into. And you can also import music and stuff. I haven't figured that out completely yet, but I do understand what to do there, so I can talk to you about that as well. And then you have SHAREfactory themes and stuff, and which is basically what's in the PlayStation Store for SHAREfactory. But without further ado, we are going to hop in. We're going to hop into new project. Now, SHAREfactory automatically gives you like all of these little things right here, which you technically don't need if you don't want them. But see, the one I always choose, which is probably something that you probably wouldn't think I would choose, is Uncharted. I used to choose this other little cartoon thing right above it. It's only thing is, you won't be able to see that little blue check mark inside those boxes. As you can see right there, there is a blue check mark on the inside of that box with a little gear around it. You want to be able to see that because that's letting you know what's in there, what's in your video already. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this off, that off, and there's 4 of them always. This off and that off. Now we don't have anything in our video, nothing selected. So now we're gonna go ahead and get this in here as well. So, well, this is my intro anyway, so I'm gonna add that, and then I'm also gonna add the video that we're gonna be editing today as well. So boom, we added all of that, and now we just hit start project, which is square if you can see it at the bottom, and it'll ask you if you want to rename your project. And yeah, most of the time you want to rename your project. Now, if you don't rename your project, which is totally fine, the only way you can actually really change the name of your project is if you edit it before you upload it to YouTube. And the way I'm putting this is uploading it to YouTube. I don't really know how it works uploading it to, let's say, Twitch or anything. I don't know exactly how that works, but if it works similar, obviously it'll help out a little bit. But still, it will still help out to actually know this as well. But you can just like clear it out or whatever. I'm just gonna leave it as like you, but you can do all of that and just it'll let you rename it. If you don't actually change it though, if you put it in the actual algorithm with YouTube, it will just keep it the same title. No matter what, it'll keep the same title. Alright, so let me see here. Now, as you can see at the bottom here, you have X has a plus sign. That's like to add things. If you want to add a clip to this, which is basically adding another video to it, adding screenshot. Add track means like you can do a voiceover. You don't have to actually speak in the actual thing. Like here, I didn't speak through this whole thing. I'll be able to show you guys that as well. I didn't speak through none of this, as you can hear. Yeah, I spoke through none of this. Oh, no. I hit circle. But obviously, you can do all of that as well, and then you can hit square to edit anything that you have this little cursor right here. Whatever it's over. If I have it over this, I can hit square and try to edit some of that. Now, time bender, it just speeds up and slows down content. Like, let me show you. Now if there's a part that you don't want to speed up, you have to actually cut it and clip it the way you want. So let's say I don't want to speed up me coming into the garage here. I want to slow that down. So I'm gonna do this first. I'm gonna head and hit square. You go to split clip. Once you go to split clip, you just hit, as you see, the X changed and the square changed as well. That's the only thing you really need here. You don't need too much of anything. You'll hit X. You'll go over to confirm, and you'll split the clip. Now, if you were to delete anything, you immediately press square on. Make sure your cursor is on what you want to delete, though. If it's not on it, 9 times out of 10, it's going to delete what you really wanted in the first place. Make sure it's on there first. Now, with time bender, which right now, I'm just going to go ahead and hit circle. We're going to go back to our main settings. Once we went back to our main settings, we'll go back into the edit thing. We'll go into time bender, just so I can show you guys how that works. Now, time bender, obviously, this is going slower. Going this way will be faster. And you can have it where it's like stuttered a little bit, or you can have it where it's smooth. I'm going to make sure it's smooth. And I multiplied it times 4. So now look, to PS5 users, that looks normal. But to me, the loading screen took a lot longer than that. So also, I do recommend sometimes on stuff like that, depending on how long it is, you do want to kind of shorten it up, kind of. But I'm not clicking on that video because that my intro does get really, really loud the first time you actually use it, which we'll get in the volume as well. But alright, so we're gonna go back into our main settings here. I press circle too many times. If you press circle too many times, it does take you to this menu to where you save and exit, or exit without saving and stuff like that. But let me see here. Alright, now that we have done that, we're on to the part where now we're in the actual game, which is good. Now we can pick to whether we want to add overlays or anything like that. So first things first, like I used to do, I can tell you that much. I used to do this a lot. You go to add overlays, which is how I add my text to my actual stuff as well. Like, let's just take this for instance. I'm going to do something like I used to do. It'll do that. And let's say opaquency, I want to go down to about, which is basically going to make it see-through, of course. And I'm going to go down to about here. You go to transform, which will move it. You move it around with the right stick. Now, once you press X, it confirms it in place, of course. L1 is to shrink, or LB is to shrink. Well, L1, because I don't know if actual Xbox has anything like SHAREfactory. But L1 is to shrink, R1 is to grow, L2 is to tilt to the left, R2 is to tilt to the right. And without further ado, we're gonna just shrink this down. Boom. We're gonna put that there. Now, you do go to your sticker duration as well, because it will let you know where you are as of right now too. Because look at that. This sticker, it only lasts up to this point. Like if I were to leave out of that, that sticker only lasts up to that certain point. And that's it. which is fine for now. Now also, like I said with the text, I'm gonna put out just a little piece of text or something like that just to show you guys. I do like to use this one a lot as well. So let's just use we're gonna go capital. Alright, so we're gonna go with that. I'm gonna push it all the way out. We are going to transform first. What? No. I forgot to confirm it. I'm gonna transform right there in the middle. We can sit here and change the color of it. You can literally, if you can write down the numbers of a certain color that you like, that will help you out a lot. But I can sit here and change the color to a color that I used to use a lot, which is 185, 80, and 90. Opaquency was regular, and that was it. That's what I used to change my color to, like that. If it was a brighter blue, I would change that up as well. But also you do have like little text effects and everything, which will basically change how it looks. Excuse me. And let's see here. You have also text animations. It comes with all this stuff. Beginning animation, meaning as when it pops in, when the actual word pops up, I can say, okay, I want you to like, let's see here, pop in, random in, wipe in, let's see, spin drop, spin in, spin up, and let's say I wanted to wipe in. Then you got the middle animation, which is a totally different thing. It has plenty of different things for you. It's multiple things, which is why I say when you start using this, it is like a little game to itself, in itself. I know you're making content for somebody, but it is like a little game in itself, actually. Because after a while, you just sit here and have fun with it. But you can basically do whatever you want. Like here, I can just fly out. Let's see, let's do that. And now that's done. Now you can also change the layer of everything, which is when I have like multiple things. Oh, no. Forgot. Edit overlays. Okay. And there, all I did was I backed out too far. I pressed square and I got back to editing overlays. And now I can do the layers, which will take you over here to the side here. And now I have those two overlays there. I can kind of switch back and forward. If I want this one to be behind this one, oh, excuse me. If I want this one to be behind the other one, I can swap that over with R1 or L1 and just do that. But it won't really make a difference there, of course, but you know what I mean. If there's letters and you want something behind something, you can actually do that as well. But, alright. We're going to leave that alone for now. Because now we're getting into the part of where I was just racing around. I literally just made this video really quickly just to be able to actually edit it for you guys. Alright, let's see here. Now, let's get to where we're actually adding like music to it. Because if you listen to this, yeah, the car sounds nice. It sounds nice and all. The car does sound nice. But you know what would be better? If we were to add some music to it. So let's do that. We're going to go ahead and get in here and do that. We're going to go ahead and hit X, which adds things to our actual track here. Now, if you don't have music that if it doesn't have music that you want, of course, you can add it by track and try to like use your phone to add music to the actual thing as well, long as it's not copyrighted. If it is copyrighted, YouTube will let you know and take your video down. And also, where they already come with a lot of music that you already will own and stuff like that. But headphone users, blatant warning, I want to let you know right now, be careful. It is really, really loud because for some reason it plays it at 100% volume at all times. But I will try to run through just a little bit of this music just so we can show off just a little bit of it here. And this is all non-copyrighted. Let's go with this one. And you guys have heard this one. You guys have all heard that one. Now another one I do like to use, I think it might be this one. I always forget which one it is. Yeah, I like to use that one a little bit too. I'm not gonna play all of it, of course, but we'll pick one and actually go into it there. But let me see here. There's also this one, which is actually pretty good. Let's see here. I'm really trying to find the one. That one's okay. And as you can see, some of the music comes with actual audio in the background, like actual singers. Some of it doesn't, some of it does. It just depends on what you get. You have to actually check that out though. Alright, so without further ado, alright, just so I can keep you guys, you know, wondering what else is in there, by all means, check it out on your own as well. But I am going to go ahead and hit this one. And this is the one I've used before. Like, as of right now, that's kind of loud. I don't want it too loud. So what we'll do is we'll hit English square, and we'll actually have some of the same things as well. Trimming the clip is just gonna like stretch it out. Now, if you stretch out music, it doesn't do the same thing as if you like were to stretch out like let's say like a clip, like a screenshot or something, like to last over a certain amount of time. No, it's actually going to stretch out that music and kind of mess up how it actually flows. So normally when you use music, don't actually use this too much. Alright, let's see here. You can also move music clips around as well, which I will show you in just a second as well. And you can also fade in and fade out, which I will go ahead and get into, which is basically how fast it comes in, how fast the music comes in, and how fast the music leaves off as well. Which, let's see here. Well, first off, we might have to clip some of this because it doesn't really start there anyway. Just so you guys can be able to hear when it starts. Okay, so let's edit. We're gonna split clip here. We're going to take that off. And now that we split that off, we can hit square again. It asks you, do you want to delete the clip? And then I say confirm. Notice how I went over what I was about to delete. Do not actually stop there and try to delete it immediately. If you do that, you will take off what you didn't want to take off in the first place. Now I'll put circle one time. We'll go back to, let's see here, fading in. We'll put that up to 5 seconds. And now you should be able to hear the difference. Notice how it faded into it? But it still got a little bit too loud overall. So, oh, no. Go back here. I'll go back to edit music. So what I want to do is I'm going to go to music volume. Now you can test it out. Now normally in my videos I either keep like this type of song down to about 30, which is actually a pretty good, which is actually translate over to, well, depending on how you like it. It translates over to YouTube pretty well. So just show off that. Notice it's up there. You can still hear me better as well. And also you can hear the game as well. You can hear my engine. Like I can turn the audio of the engine down as well myself. And it'll just go through that whole thing. Now, what I meant by actually moving clips of music, let's see here. What we'll do is, let's do this. Let's get to the end of that because it does load for me very, very long because I am on PlayStation 4. PlayStation 5 should have something pretty similar as well though. Let's see here. What we'll do is we'll stop it right there. We'll clip the music. Wait, did it do it? Oh, no. I have to split it yet. I haven't split it yet. I do make some minor mistakes myself as well. But let's see here. Alright, so we'll clip it right there. We'll split it. And then we can go back into our... No. Go backwards one time. And we can go to move music. And now we're locked onto this one. We're locked on this one. We can't move back to that other one until we move whatever we want to move with this one. And it only lets you move over the music that's in the way already. So I can literally take this and move it back and move it forward. Like this, obviously the one on the left right now is on the left of my cursor right now is the beginning of the song, but I can also take this part of the song and move it that way, or any other song that I take out of here and feel like I want to keep it that way. I want to keep it that way as of right now, but any song that I feel like I want to just take down and completely, yeah, I can. Or I can push the middle of it all the way to the front where I want it, and then delete the other pieces. Which I'm deleting this one as of right now, only because I still like YouTubing. I still like playing around with this type of stuff. So of course I'm not finna just let that happen. I'm not finna just let that be like that. I'm gonna find something else that I can actually put in here, because I, for one, yeah, I'm gonna use this one. I for one want this to sound great. And then obviously it's gonna shoot back up to 100. The music volume is gonna shoot back up to 100. So obviously we go back in here. We try to even out everything. Now for what you can do, you can actually hit this as well. You have to select it with square though, not X. And it'll put it on every last thing that you put on there. But you can only do it once you do that. You have to actually change all of them to that same thing, I think, as well. I will test that out too, just to make sure. But right now, confirm that, and then what we're gonna do is, now we don't want that just to break off like that. Of course, we're trying to look professional here. Looking professional out here with Tater Beast. But look, we're gonna fade that out. And we're gonna fade it out for 5 seconds as well. You know what? I'll do it for about 3 seconds. The ending is kind of abrupt anyway. I kind of cut it off at a good point. I didn't even listen to it. Notice, it cut off by itself, and we're right into the next one. Just like that. And we can literally keep this song going all the way to the end. Like I said, this is nice. Now this video is going to stay up on my YouTube channel, so if you do want to check out the whole thing, I can just play it at the end and just let you guys see it. But as of right now, just for actual looking at it purposes and actually going through this whole thing, let's see here. What else haven't we done? Oh yeah, adding a track. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do that really quickly. We'll go ahead and add, and we'll go to track. So now what it's gonna ask me is, well, I do apologize if it does cut out the video. I hope it doesn't. I really hope it doesn't. But I do apologize if it does cut out the video. But we're gonna try working on adding a track as well. We're gonna start right here. Well, actually, let's move it back. We haven't done anything up here. Let's start it. Let's start it right up here. And we're gonna hit X once. It's gonna ask you, are you ready to record? Once you hit X the second time, it'll start like a 5-second countdown all the way to 1. I'm gonna see if it lets me do it while I'm on stream. If it gives me a message saying I can't do it while on stream, I'll go ahead and get off of it. I won't do it, but I'll try to see if I can do it here. Let's see here. Okay, so it's giving me the countdown, and the stream is still going. So now I'm listening to myself actually playing the game. Like I'm on here. I'll get my own place when I feel like it, sir. But like that. You can sit here, whatever you're saying right now is being recorded. Now, if you do have a problem with it, you can stop it. You can go back to it. So now I'm listening to, like right there, that is really, really, really loud. So I'm not gonna record anymore. So I'm not gonna do anything else. I can actually clip volume bring that down. We obviously want it to be louder than everything else, but we don't want it to be too loud to where it hurts people's ears. So we're gonna take it down to 35. And the stream is still going. So now I'm listening to myself actually playing the game. Like I'm on here. I'll get my own place when I feel like it, sir. But yeah, see? As you can see, it does sound a little bit better as of right then. Of course, I'm just talking, rambling. But still. And then also, I noticed that you did see a lot of other things here as well. Notice you have trim clip, which I haven't shown you yet. It'll actually stretch out the end of it or close it in some more, which will speed it up, which you don't really want to do. But you can also just stretch it out or use the left stick and move the front to the other side, like that. I'm gonna leave it the same, of course, but and the stream is still going. All right, and let's see here. What else do we have here that we haven't looked at? We already looked at deleting clip and all of that. Now those little settings down there at the bottom, you won't have to worry about those. Don't even worry about those. I don't even use those myself. I don't know what they're for. But I might look it up one day and just figure it out. But I don't, as of right now, it doesn't really seem too important to me as of right now, obviously. And guys, ladies and gentlemen, let's see here. What's the next thing we can hop into? Let's see what's add. Oh, with the screenshots. Let's go into that. With the screenshots. Obviously, it's going to be with whatever screenshots you've taken during your games, whatever screenshots your actual game has taken for you by giving you trophies. Now, there's a lot of different screenshots I do have here, a lot, which is how I was making my Card Warrior videos, if you didn't notice as well. I would literally go into, let's say, I could select by selected, by category or by game. Can literally go in and buy a game, and then it'll let me scroll through all the games I've played and whatnot, just to be able to find what I want. And as of right now, let's say Kakarot, because I have a lot of things for Kakarot. That's how I came up with a lot of different video titles and stuff like that. Like if you've seen this before, you already know. Some of y'all have seen this one on one of my videos as a thumbnail, this one as a thumbnail, that as a thumbnail. I almost used that one as a thumbnail. This one as a thumbnail, thumbnail. That's a lot of thumbnail material. If you didn't know. And all I did was I changed my settings on my screenshot settings over to, I can't show it on here because it won't let me. But once I am like on OBS and whatnot, it will let me show my screen and whatnot as well in my personal settings. You basically either hold down the share button or press the share button, and it will let you go over to screenshot settings. I put mine on easy screenshot because now I can press the share button one time and it'll automatically take a screenshot. I wonder if it'll do it here. Give me a second. Okay, it did just take a screenshot. And I go to most recent. Scroll down through all the regular artwork, and is it here yet? That's the thing. Because I do know it has to go through the capture gallery. See? Yeah, it's right there. Actually, let me pull this up. Yep, that's it. That was it. That was the art. That was the art I just screenshotted. But I have mine on easy screenshot. It gives me more time. I don't have to actually like press it twice or anything like that to be actually be able to take a screenshot. All I have to do is press it once and it takes a screenshot for me. It just helps with getting thumbnails for me and not having to deal with all the hassle of trying to figure out how to take the screenshot, how long it takes to take the screenshot. As soon as I press that button, it takes the screenshot if it's able to. If it's in a locked area, which is how I got this one. Like, wait, hold on. Oh, no. Add screenshot. Which is how I got this one as well. Let me pull it up. Notice it says gameplay recording resume because you exited a blocked scene. I was in a blocked scene beforehand. I couldn't actually take a screenshot. So it let me know right after. But I kept pressing it, which is why it brought that up. It brought that up right after. But then I got this one. Well, I keep doing that. I keep on doing that. But then I got this one that obviously is a lot clearer, a lot more presentable, and then this, having that big block in the middle of the way, just letting everybody know I was in a block scene. Alright, but let's hop back to the video. Oh, no, I forgot. Let's go back to the screenshots. We're just gonna grab one real quickly. Let's grab this one on our last video. If you did miss that, it was amazing. See, we're gonna hop in here. We're gonna add to it by using square. Now, now when you use a screenshot in a video, it represents like a actual like if it were an actual part of the video. It doesn't just stay as a screenshot and take up 1 second of space, which is where we can actually really utilize that trim clip feature. So now we can use R to make it like go all the way to like an hour if we wanted to, but obviously we're not gonna do that. And then we just go over to where we want it to. Let's say we want this one to end, like right now it's going for about 3 seconds. Let's say we want it to end in like 8 seconds. See, it stretches it out as well. It stretches it out for you so that way you can see that. And then once you play anything on it, it stays there that whole time, which is how I make my end clips as well, letting people know to subscribe and stuff. I can add text on top of this, letting people know, like and subscribe to the video. If you did like this video, of course, share the video. I can put all of that on there if I want to as well. And let's see, what else did we not go over? Adding layout, don't worry about that. That is more of like for pictures and stuff. Let's see here, adding a filter also for pictures, unless you really want to add a filter to your whole entire video. That's weird, but that's totally up to you. If you like that type of thing, you can check it out if you would like to. I'm just basically going over the things that you really need. Adding a transition. Now let's go back to where we cut the music and started the actual race here, which is a good spot. I still want to, you know, I still like doing this, so I'm gonna go to a spot where it does make sense to actually do this thing. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna split the clip, of course, because you can't transition to anything if you don't have a gap to be able to transition into, of course. So let's add this, and we're gonna go to add transition. It already comes with a whole bunch of transitions that you can actually use that already come with the game depending on what you have. You can download more. You can actually go ahead and get more from the actual PlayStation Store. Well, I don't know about the PlayStation Store. There might not be any there, but I know you can download more off if you have like a PC laptop or in a USB. And it comes with a lot of them, like the music. You can actually play it before you actually look at it. You can actually play it before you look at it and stuff like that. That came from Second Son, which I also have that game as well. You static into it and whatnot. It does also come with these okay looking ones from PlayStation themselves. There's also like this one with the triangle, the circle, and all that. So let's see here. We're gonna add this one. Let's see. Press that one. Because it's going to keep the music and everything. Nice. And the transition is really quicker than what it looks slower sometimes in that actual menu, but it actually looks quicker in progress, like in the playthrough. Like notice, it went right over to the next thing. It held up that little gap of no music there, which it wasn't really a gap there in the first place, but it really held it together in that little area where it seemed like it could have been no sound, which makes it a lot better. Just try to use the transitions sparingly. Using them too much, as I have done before, if you check out some of my older videos, using them too much will kind of get a little old, even though it might look good, but you know, if you use them too much, obviously you're going to overuse them. Just be aware of that. Let's see here. What else haven't we gone over here? Let's press the plus. Okay, you don't have to really worry about these two in the middle. The add transition, we went over that. Add music, we went over that. Okay, so we add screenshot, we added clips. Adding clips is just literally adding an extra video, basically like what you did at the beginning, but you'll just press it here, you'll add something here if you want to, you know, add it to wherever. But let's see here. I think that is about it. So what you want to do now, you want to save it. Now I keep calling it the start button because of having, like, you know, older game consoles and stuff, but it is the options button for, oh, excuse me, I had to burp there. But it is the options button for PlayStation users. You'll press options. You can either just save the project or export it to gallery. If you export it to gallery, it will literally just go to your what is it? Capture gallery, where you keep where all of your stuff is, where all of your screenshots and stuff are as well. It'll go straight to there, and from there it'll give you an option to actually upload it. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. I'm going to go ahead and press that just so I can actually go over to my capture gallery. Hopefully it doesn't take way too long, which it doesn't seem like it's going to take too long. It's going up like in seconds, so it's probably going to take about a minute and a half-ish. But yeah, long as this is going, you can leave it. You can just chill out on your phone and whatnot. Oh, sorry. I'll cancel that. I didn't notice that it canceled out like that. But I just looked at my screen here. I do apologize. I tried to stay on here as much as possible because, like I said, if you're doing it just on PlayStation, I can't actually show you my screen, my PlayStation dashboard and whatnot. Personally, I would have to be on a different platform to be able to show you that. Let me see if it popped back in here. Hang on, did it do it? Hang on, it might have taken a little time to actually get back to where it needed to be. Okay, there it is. Okay, so it's back. I do apologize about that. I forgot that if I did that, it was gonna stop the view of it. I don't want you to stop. I don't want it to stop that. But you see what I mean? You press that. Let me see if it showed that at least. You'll press options and you'll choose export to gallery. After you choose export to gallery, and after it loads up everything, it'll basically be like uploading it to your gallery and uploading it to get ready to put it on YouTube for you if you want. It'll give you the option, do you want to actually upload this now? You can either push later or now. If you press now, it'll let you choose which platform you have available on yours. Me, I have Twitch and YouTube. I don't stream on Twitch though, but I have Twitch and YouTube, so you can actually have that on there as well. And then you'll just choose which one you want to send it to. You'll send it to, let's say for right now we're doing YouTube. You send it to YouTube, and then it'll let you know whether or not it's able to actually send it. If it is not able to send it, like with my Card Warrior videos, if it was not able to send it at first, you will need a USB and an actual a PC or laptop to be able to get that video. You'll just have to take the video off through your capture gallery. You'll go to your capture gallery. You'll hover over the video you want to take down. You'll hit options, and it'll ask you if you want to put that on to your USB that you obviously have plugged into your PlayStation. Once you actually get that on there, you can take it out, put it into your actual computer or laptop, and then literally just take it over to YouTube, add it in under your YouTube Studio, which will let you upload that as well. It'll let you upload that from there. But with that being said, let me see here, make sure everything is correct. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to upload this or anything. I'm not sending this to my own capture gallery. See, now, sending it to your capture gallery will finalize it kind of as well. It won't finalize it here. You can still save this as how it is. Like, you see how it is kind of broken up and stuff. Now, once it's finalized, if you were to go back and look at it, it will literally look all smooth. You won't see any of this. This little FX thing, you won't see that there either. That little split there, you won't see any of that. You won't see any of this. It'll just look like a clean bar going all the way across. Everything will still be there, but it'll look like a bar. You won't be able to see where you opened it up at the edits. unless you actually come back and edit it yourself. But also, to keep that from happening, if you do want to change anything afterwards, what you do is you'll just hit circle, what I've been doing on accident, and you can hit like save video, save and edit. Don't ever, if you don't want to actually, well, you should want to hold on to it anyway, unless you're just doing something random and you don't really want to keep it. You should want to save it. But I'll save and exit, and it's gonna put it right down here for me, my last project. And once I go back into it, it's gonna still have all the breaks in it and everything like it normally had. Now, I did not change the volume of this, did I? No, I did. Wait, did I? I'm gonna check. But now I am gonna let this play through for the people that did want to see how it came out. Now it is pretty rough. It's not gonna be amazing, of course. I'm not really going for that. I'm just going to show off everything. And with that being said, if you guys like this video, go ahead and hit that like button, share the video so that way more people can be informed about this as well. I know there's plenty of videos out there, but there's not plenty of videos like mine, of course. But let's see here. We're gonna go ahead and just watch through it really quickly, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see what it came out to be.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, Ghost, how's it going, man? Long time no see, man. We basically just went over SHAREfactory a little bit just to see when it's going. So now I'm listening to myself actually playing the game. Like I'm on here. I'll get my own place when I feel like it, sir. But like that. You can sit here. Whatever you're saying right now is being recorded.
Yeah,
now, if you do have a problem, but yeah, that's what I'm basically doing. I'm just showing off SHAREfactory and how to actually use it, how I use it, and what you really need to be able to use and whatnot as well. That's really all I'm doing here right now. But thank you for joining me as well. Thank you. And if you could, just share the video. We want to try to see if we want to get everybody that doesn't know about this, they can get to know about this as well. Basically, where I added some music as well. You know, just to help go through all the time and stuff, you know, get used to it. But I know it does look it can look a little difficult, it can look a little intimidating just looking at it at first glance. But I swear, if you just start using it, because I thought the same thing. If you start just using it, I promise you, it feels so much easier to use than it actually looks. It looks complicated, but when I tell you, after a while, after you figure out what everything does, it just turns into like a video game itself. You're playing around with different things, playing around with different sound effects.
But SHAREfactory is easy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually pretty easy. It's literally there for PlayStation users that actually want to start editing but don't really know how to. And it comes with everything you could ever need, really. Especially starting off. But this is just a playthrough for anybody that really wants to see the gameplay. By all means. I know some people might want to, some people might not. I went through the SHAREfactory and then show it off. And notice, all this music here is not copyrighted. We're good to go with that. Every music that it gives you on PlayStation, it is not copyrighted. If it ever is copyrighted, they will take it off of there and you won't be able to use it. But PlayStation has the rights to this music that's on here as well. So it's not copyrighted and it's theirs. And this is just me just driving around doing like a quick little video just to be able to actually get this set up. I literally just did this video before I started this stream. Just for you guys, just so I can show it off to you guys so that we can actually get this set up. So everybody here that wants to actually, you know, get into YouTube and stuff like that, you can actually do that. And of course, my music doesn't last all the way to the end, as you can see on that little green bar below. It doesn't last all the way to the end, but that's okay. That is completely fine. And this is Need for Speed Heat, by the way, if you didn't know. I like this song though, it's actually pretty good. I really do like this song though. It's actually pretty good. I really do like this song. It's actually really good. And the race is about to get ready to end in a second anyway. That little clip at the end is just where I was showing off screenshots. Let's see here. Now guys, if you did like this video, if you did find it a little educational as well, go ahead and hit that like button, share the video out, let people know that I do like teaching things as well. I like to teach a little bit of things as well. If you did want to know about it, by all means. But also guys, with this being said, now let's see here. I think I was about to say something. I kind of broke my train of thought there. But also guys, now this is in no way obviously my best work. This is in no way my best work, as sometimes you actually can get to where like sometimes you'll sit there for like an hour for a 30-minute video and you'll actually just go through and edit things. It is still fun in the end, but it's basically what you get out of it at the end. Now, this is in no way my best work, but this being not my best work is actually still, it was still okay. It was still okay. It wasn't the best thing in the world, which is why I'm okay with uploading to YouTube. It came up okay, even though yeah, this random picture is at the end. Even though it came from my last video, this random picture is at the end here. And also, I forgot to tell you guys, you can move this around with the right stick side to side. I did forget to tell you guys that. Or you could use the touchpad and slide it all the way down. Like you can literally flick it and go all the way to the other end. Or if you don't want to waste time like that, you could just literally hit L1, 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 or R1, and it'll take you to the other end. It's going to take you to the end of where that actual bar of content actually ends. Very quickly. Alright guys, but without further ado, if you did like this video, of course, consider hitting that like button, of course. Share the video. Subscribe if you are new, if you want more content like this. I can go ahead and put up some different stuff. We can go over photos if you would like, and like little gifts and stuff. Because I haven't done a gift myself. I do want to try to figure that out at some point. And also guys, if you do want to see more content like this, and you want to know when I'm uploading as well, go ahead and consider hitting that bell notification as well. Make sure it has those little marks to the top every time. I promise you it will show you when I'm live. It'll show you when I'm posting and everything like that. And without further ado guys, ladies and gentlemen, I will catch you guys next time. Peace.